Welcome to the heart of Karnataka, where tradition meets adrenaline. In one of the most exciting festivals that celebrates not just speed and skill, but the deep bond between man and the beast. This is Kambala. What's up guys, I hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am. Today I'm at Golfin City, Mangaluru, and I'm here to witness the most popular festival of Tulunadu known as Kambala. And Mangaluru Kambala is one of the best places to experience this festival. Not only the buffalo race, there are many competitions here. There's drawing competition for kids and also photography and reel competitions. Now let me walk you through what this festival is all about. The Kambala festival is a traditional buffalo race that takes place in the coastal region of Karnataka, particularly in districts like Udupi, Mangalore and Dakshin Kannada. It is celebrated with great enthusiasm during the months of November to February, aligning with the harvest season. The farmers and villagers participate in a unique race where pairs of buffaloes tied to a wooden cart race through muddy fields. The race begins with a signal, typically a starting horn or whistle, and the buffaloes are driven by a jockey who holds a rope attached to the buffaloes. And the race is an intense competition to see which team can cover the distance the fastest. Buffaloes are judged on both speed and endurance. The event is often organized as a social and cultural gathering, and it involves several rounds of races, sometimes divided into categories based on the age or weight of the buffaloes, with young buffaloes participating in one category and the older, stronger buffaloes in another. It's so difficult to find a quiet spot to talk to you guys because the commentary is going on continuously, and also politicians are coming in every 15 to 20 minutes and they're giving their speeches. In every 5 minutes one race is going on and each team is setting a time, basically a cutoff. These races are organized in multiple rounds with elimination style competition, and the top and the fastest buffalo from each round will move on to the next one. Now let's go and talk to some of the jockeys about their preparations to participate in this festival. I personally want to know about their training because these guys are super ripped. ಸರ್ ನಿಮ್ದು ಯಾವ ಊರು? ನಂದಲಿಗೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ?
ನಾವು ಸಾಧಾರಣ ತುಂಬ ವರ್ಷ ಆಯಿತು.
ಹೌದಾ, ಹೆಸರೇನು?
ಅದು ರಾಜ, ಅದು ಚಾಂಪಿಯನ್ ಕುಟ್ಟಿ ಅಂತ. ಅದು ಒಂದು 6 ವರ್ಷ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಚಾಂಪಿಯನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ.
ಯಾವ ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರಿನಲ್ಲಿ?
ಹಗ್ಗ ದೊಡ್ಡದು, ಸೀನಿಯರ್.
ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಣ್ಣ ನಿಮ್ದೀಗ ಜಾಕಿ ಯಾರು?
ಬಮ್ರಣ್ಣವೈಲ್ ಒಂದೇ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ.
ಇನ್ನೂ ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ?
ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಟೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ.
ಮತ್ತೆ ನೀವು ಜಾಕಿ ನೀವು ಹೊರಗಿಂದ ತಗೊಂಡು ಒಂದೊಂದು ಕಂಬಳಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಹೊರಗಿಂದ ತಗೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ?
ಅವರೇ ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್.
ಸೊ ಇದು ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗಿಂದ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ?
ನಾವು ಚಿಕನ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಉಂಟು ನಮಗೆ.
ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವ ಟೈಪ್ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್?
ಅದು ಕೋಣವನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಓಡಿಸೋದು, ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಫಿಟ್ನೆಸ್ಸಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಇರಬೇಕು.
ಬೋಲ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಬಳ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾರವ?
ಅದು ಶ್ರೀನಿವಾಸ್ ಗೌಡ್ರು.
ಅವರು ಯಾವ ಟೀಮ್ ಅದು?
ಅವರು ಮಿಜಾರಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಬೆಳ್ಳಿಪಾಡಿ ಕೈಪ.
ಅವರಿಗೆ ಯುಸೇನ್ ಬೋಲ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಯಾಕೆ ಕರೀತಾರೆ?
ಅವರಂದ್ರೆ ಹುಸೇನ್ ಬೋಲ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮಿಂಗನ್ನು ದಾಖಲೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು.
ಇವತ್ತು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ.
ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಕಮಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಡಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ,
ಮುಲ್ಕಿನಲ್ಲಿ.
ಮುಲ್ಕಿಯಲ್ಲಿ
ಅವರೇ ವಿನ್ ಆದರು.
ಅವರು ದ್ವಿತೀಯ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಅವರದ್ದು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ.
ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ, ಹೌದು.
ಮತ್ತೆ
ಫಿಲೋಸ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಏನು ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಿ?
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಹಿಂದೆ ಲೋಡ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಓಡಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಉಳಿತದೆ ಕೋಣ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಫೆಲ್ಲೋ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕು, ಹೊಡಿಬೇಕು.
ಅದಕ್ಕೇನು ನೀವು ಚಿಕ್ಕದಿಂದಾನೇ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತೀರಿ?
ಹೌದು.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಊಟ?
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಊಟ ಹುರುಳಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಬೈ ಹುಲ್ಲು, ಮತ್ತೆ ತರಕಾರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ.
ಮತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ದು ಊಟ? ಇದು
ನಮ್ಗೆ ಎಂತ ಗಂಜಿ,
ಫುಲ್ ನೀವು ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಇದೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ?
ನಮ್ದೆಂತ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಗಂಜಿ ಊಟ ಅದೇ
ನಾರ್ಮಲ್. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಡೈಲಿ ಈಗ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ?
ಈಗ ಕಂಬಳ ಉಂಟಲ್ಲ, ವಾರಕ್ಕೊಮ್ಮೆ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಒಮ್ಮೊಮ್ಮೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಒಮ್ಮೊಮ್ಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಈಗ ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಲ ಈಗ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಿ?
ನಂದೀಗ 3 ಜೊತೆ ಜೋಡಿ ಕೋಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಯಿತು. ಒಂದು ನೇಗಿಲು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ವಿಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ನೇಗಿಲು 2 ದೊಡ್ಡ ವಿಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ 2.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಈಗ ಕಂಬಳ ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ನೀವು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ?
ನಾನು ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್
ಎಲ್ಲ.
ಹೌದು.
ಮತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜೆಲ್ಲ ಆಯಿತು?
ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ನಂದು 10th ಆಗಿದೆ.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಮದುವೆ ಯಾವಾಗ?
ಮದುವೆ ಲೇಟ್ ಉಂಟು.
ಓಕೆ ಅಣ್ಣ, ಸರಿ,
ಆಯ್ತು,
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. If you are a soft-hearted person, you should not come here actually, because just before the race, the jockeys are belting these buffaloes. To be honest, nobody will show you this. Take a look at this clip. You can literally see marks on their back, and one of their teammates is walking towards me and saying not to shoot while they are hitting the animals. I know it's their culture and everything, but it's kind of sad to see. Let's hear more about it from the organizers of Mangalore Kambala. Okay, so first of all, thanks a lot for joining. So first question I wanted to ask is, from how long you guys are conducting this event?
This is the 8th edition, and first edition happened on the 3rd of December in 2017. This is the 8th edition that you are seeing today.
Okay, so you guys conduct this Kambala, right? So what is the importance of this?
So basically, specifically in terms of why Mangalore Kambala started as a protest against PETA. If you've heard of PETA, which call themselves the force behind animal cruelty, as such, as they call themselves as an NGO, they were against this entire concept of Kambala, which is not just a sport for us. It's a part of our culture, and it's something that our ancestors have grown up. And Captain Brijesh Chauta with the team of young bunch, then when PETA launched this campaign against Kambala, and when there was a case in the Supreme Court running, it was Captain Brijesh Chauta who along with a bunch of youngsters, formed a team, and there was a protest of about 30,000 people back then in Mangalore. And that's when he thought that Mangalore city also needs to have a Kambala sort of an event, so that the people in Mangalore whose ancestors have witnessed this kind of a cultural event must also be part of an event. So if you observe this, Mangalore Kambala is a bunch of just youngsters. Generally other Kambalas, when you go to other Kambalas, it's the older generation who are a part of the organization team. But Mangalore Kambala is whole and solely run by youngsters. And if you can see the number of people here, they're all young bunches with high and energetic blood. And that's driving them to keep their culture going.
Okay, so can you quickly tell me the rules of this competition?
You'll have to ask the referees in terms of specific rules per se, but basically it's an annual buffalo race, which has a jockey, and it's owned by a household. They have these buffaloes for years altogether, for centuries, that their forefathers have been looking after them. If you observe how these buffaloes have been treated all through the year, they have ACs in their room, they have swimming pool built for them. They're treated even with more care than their own children. And there's nothing to gain, because every winner just gets two pavan as in 2 gold medals, and the runner-up gets 1 gold medal, right? But the one who loses, they spend at least 50,000 per Kambala. Irrespective of they win or they lose, they still make it a point to go to the next Kambala. So again, as I said, it's a part of our culture, and it's also about your prestige and your self-esteem that you go and participate and be part of this festive.
Okay, so it is a 2-day event, right?
1-day event generally. So it's generally Kambalas would conclude within 24 hours. But over the last few years, due to some technical issues, it's been
the number of buffaloes
have been increasing.
So for one competition, how many buffaloes, how many teams can you expect here?
Well, last time it was 172.
170.
The number
Oh, 170.
was
Okay.
172.
So
172 into 2, that means 300 plus buffaloes in total.
172 in the sense?
100 pairs.
172 pairs.
Okay, like that. Okay.
Yeah.
So now the competition will be held, right? So it is truly based on the timings,
Yeah.
like from the start point to the end point.
There is 2 parts of competition. There's one type of competition where they see to what height the water will
While they are running.
while they are running. Yes.
Okay.
Even that's a competition.
Okay.
So
But there the jockey has to balance on the
Yeah.
fly.
That will also happen now.
That will happen in the
Evening.
After
That's beautiful to see. That's one of the most, the pictures that you see of Kambala are mostly of that.
Okay. So in total there are how many categories?
6 categories.
So total there are 6 categories. So in all 6 categories, only one buffalo can participate in all those categories, or different buffaloes?
No, it's different. But again, when it comes to this, the category of Kanepalai that he mentioned, it's called Kanepalai. Kanepalai means a plywood that the jockey stands on. If you see a bar which is in between the two buffaloes, that's
it.
called Kenapalai.
Okay.
So Kenapalai and Adapalai are two different categories. And if you see something that's called as Ajarekolu, Yelarikolu, Aruvarekolu and Yelarikolu, that means actually that's got a measurement by itself. And if they manage to hit to 6.5 meters, they get half pound extra. And if they manage to touch 7.5, then they get
the winners.
Yeah, and they get 1 pound extra, irrespective of the participation. So yeah, and such buffaloes also get to participate in Hagga Hiriya.
Yeah, most of the time.
Yeah, Hagga Hiriya is Balda Malla. Balda Malla is a elder category. So here, basically, the buffaloes are distinguished based on the number of teeth they have. It's called Paru.
Based on the teeth they have.
Teeth. So we also have a person to inspect while the buffaloes enter the slushy fields. We also have an inspector to inspect of the number of teeth that they have.
That decides the age.
That decides
age
age.
means the age.
Okay. All the categories will take place in the same venue.
Yeah.
Same.
Like you said now, based on the teeth, they are just character.
Based on the age.
Based on the age.
The age of a buffalo is verified by its teeth.
Okay, so
It's
you
like that.
so you have a proper judge who will.
Yeah.
So once the whole checkup is done, then only they can participate.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, if there's any person who's objecting to another buffalo, that's when the referees go and check the teeth.
Okay.
It's that way. This goes on easily,
Okay.
or else checking all teeth of buffaloes will take a lot of time.
Okay, so one last question. When the race starts, so the end points, what they count, is with the jockey or only the buffalo?
No, that's actually with the jockey, but in case the jockey falls also in between, it's about the ending where the buffalo reaches.
Buffalo reaches. It's
So-
only the buffalo reaches.
So it's.
But then, if jockey should be there, sometimes he falls, but the ending is decided by the buffalo.
Okay, sure. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you, bro. Now let's talk to the guy who runs the team. Osmar, ಮತ್ತೆ ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೀಮ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿರಿ?
ನಮ್ಮದು ಒಂದೇ ಕೋಣ,
ಒಂದೇ ಕೋಣ.
ಒಂದೇ ಜೊತೆ ಕೋಣ. ಹೌದು.
ಓಕೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸರ್ ನೀವು ಅದು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗಿಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕೋಕೋನಟ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿರಲ್ಲ,
ಹೌದು, ಇವರು ಕೊಟ್ಟದ್ದು.
ಯಾಕದು?
ಅದು ಇಲ್ಲಿದು ಅದು ಸಂಪ್ರದಾಯ.
ಅಂದರೆ
ಕಂಬಳದ ನಡೆಸ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ,
ಹಾಂ
ಅವ್ರದ್ದೊಂದು ಸಂಪ್ರದಾಯ ಅದು.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದು ಫುಲ್ ಟೀಮ್ ನಿಮ್ಮದೇನಾ?
ಹೌದು, ನಮ್ದು.
ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಸರ್ ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಟೀಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದಾರೆ?
ನಮ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು 18 ಜನ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ.
ಓಕೆ
ಕೆಲವು ದೊಡ್ಡದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ 20, 25, 30, 40 ಜೊತೆ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ.
ಓಕೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಅದು ಒಂದೊಂದು ಜನದ ರೋಲ್ ಏನು?
ರೋಲ್ ಬೇರೆ ರೋಲ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ.
ಅಂದರೆ
ಕೆಲವರು ಓಡಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ಕೆಲವರು ಹಿಡಿತಾರೆ,
ಹಾಂ.
ಆ ಥರ.
ಮತ್ತೆ ನೀವು ಜಾಕಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದ್ರಿ?
ನಮ್ದು ಬೈಂದೂರು ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ.
ಸೊ
ಮಂಜುನಾಥ್ ಗೌಡ್ರು ಅಂತ.
ಯಾರು?
ಮಂಜುನಾಥ್ ಗೌಡ್ರು ಅಂತ.
ಸೊ ಅದು ನಿಮ್ದು ಜಾಕಿ ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ?
ನಮ್ದು ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್.
ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ
ಅವರೊಂದು 3 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. 3 ವರ್ಷ.
ಸೊ ನೀವು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಿ
ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ?
ಒಂದು ಸೀಸನ್ಗೆ
ಅದು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸರಿ ಆಗುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಮತ್ತೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಬೇಜಾರಾಗ್ತದೆ.
ಹಚ್ಚ ಹಂಗಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ ಸರಿ.
ಹೌದು.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಜಾಕಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ
ಹೌದು, ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಕೋಣ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಓಡ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಅದು ಆ ಬೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ನಾವು.
ಅಚ್ಚಾ ಹಂಗಿದೆ.
ಹೌದು.
ಮತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಕಂಬಳಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಖರ್ಚು ಆಗ್ತದೆ?
ಆಗ್ತದೆ 40,000.
40,000 ಆಗ್ತದೆ.
50,000 ರಿಂದ 60,000
ಒಂದು ಕಂಬಳಕ್ಕೆ. ಈಗ ಈ ಕಂಬಳಕ್ಕೆ 40,000 ಹೋಯ್ತು, ಮತ್ತೀಗ ನಾಳೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಹೋಯ್ತು.
21 ಕಂಬಳ ಇದೆ, 22 ಕಂಬಳ ಇದೆ. ನಮ್ಗೆ 50,000 ರಿಂದ 60,000 ಬೇಕು ಒಂದು ಕಂಬಳಕ್ಕೆ.
ವಿನ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು 14 ಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಇದೆ.
ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಬಿಟ್ರೆ
ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಟ್ರೋಫಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ.
ಟ್ರೋಫಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ದು ಇದ್ರ ಪ್ರೈಡು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ.
ಹೌದೌದು, ನಮಗೆ ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ. ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಸರ್.
ಏನು ಸರ್?
ಇವರು ಒಬ್ಬ ಕೋಣದ ಮಾಲೀಕರು.
ಸರ್ ನಿಮ್ದು ಯಾವ ಊರು?
ನಮ್ದು ಕುಂದಾಪುರ.
ಮತ್ತೀಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾವುದು?
ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಕ್ಕಡಿಗೋಳಿ ಆ ಕಡೆ, ಬಂಟ್ವಾಳ, ಸಿದ್ದಕಟ್ಟೆ, ಬಂಟ್ವಾಳ ಕಡೆ.
ಮತ್ತೆ ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಸೀಸನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಿ?
ಅದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಂಬಳ? 20-22 ಕಂಬಳ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಕಡೆ ಇವರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ, ಕುಂದಾಪುರ ಕಡೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ, 20-30.
ಆ ಕಡೆ ನೀವು ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ?
ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ನಿಮಿಷ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ.
ಓಕೆ ಸರಿ ಸರ್.
ಸರಿ,
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು
ಸೊ ಮಚ್.
Thank you. The best time to visit Kambala is after the sunset. The racetrack is all lit up. People start gathering, creating a very competitive and cheering environment. The display of raw power, speed and precision. Each race is a blur of motion, a test of endurance, where every second counts. It's all about connection. You have to know your buffalo, its pace, its strength. Only then it can guide you to victory. As the festival draws to close and the final race ends, The spirit of Kambala lives on in the hearts of the people, in the muddy tracks, and in the ever-strong bond between the land, the animals, and the farmers. Kambala is not just a race, it's a story of tradition, respect, and a living, breathing celebration of the land and its people.